Boston Celtics are doing their best to upset the Eastern Conference playoff race by knocking off one contender after another. Sunday night, the Knicks succumbed to a sizzling first half by the New Jersey Nets, meanwhile, are right in the thick of the playoff hunt. Currently, they hold down the 8th and final spot in the East. 2 weeks ago, the Celtics stormed into the Meadowlands and stalled the Nets' playoff drive with a hard-fought win. Tonight on Fox Sports New England, Rick Pitino has yet another trap planned for his old friend John Calipari as the Celtics look for their 4th win in a row. All the way, comes the basket, he'll go to the line. Oh!
One of those things that two friends go out and they try to outdo each other on the golf course. This is on the basketball court. No holds barred.
All right, and we continue. And welcome back, everyone. Time for the Adidas Real Deal. The Celtics had a lot of flashy offensive plays against the Knicks on Sunday, but they may have won the game with their tenacious defense. The Knicks just had no answers for Boston's intense defense down the stretch. And that is a look at tonight's Adidas Real Deal. All right, the Nets are the opposition here tonight, and for the first, let's check out the Fleet starting lineup tonight. It'll be Gill, Van Horn, and Cage along the front line for John Calipari's Nets. Kerry Kittles and Sam Cassell in the backcourt. As Sam goes, so goes this net team. On the other side for Boston, no surprises. Walker, DeClercq, McCarty, Mercer, and Anderson.
Mike, in the last ball game, the Celtics took the ball out of the hands of Keith Van Horn. They minimized his production, but Sam Cassell is a very, very potent player, and in prior games was able to, particularly in the early part of the year, control the pace of the game against full court pressure. So I don't know exactly what defense Rick Pitino has in mind using tonight. Last time it was more half court pressure than full court pressure.
Van Horn up there to steal the tap.
They have not really passed him the ball yet, other than when he's that close.
The court, Van Horn lost control for a moment, gets it back to Cassell, and Sam buries the jump shot. Well, the Nets are out of the box. Van Horn 2 for 2 from the floor. Cassell 2 for 2 from the floor.
Got those huge legs.
Yes, he does, doesn't he? Gill for 2. Cassell gets a little screen outside from Van Horn. Walker jumps out on the switch. They get it back to Van Horn. Kittles is open, and Kittles buries a 3. Kittles 9th in the league in three-point field goal percentage up around.
Believe it or not, Mike, the pace of this game favors the Celtics, as it's been an up and down affair so far.
Antoine hits his first shot.
This is not the way the Nets would like to play this game.
Cassell defensively jumps out on Barros. Van Horn stays on Walker. Gill, nice pass inside to Walker from McCarty.
Now there's the first sign of full court pressure, Mike.
Antoine, little defensive pressure full court on Kittles. McCarty has switched over to Van Horn this trip. Gill coming around to screen, and right there for the Cassell miss. Inside, Antoine, count it! And the foul will be on Van Horn on the reach, and that'll be 2 on Van Horn. And John Calipari wants a 22nd timeout.
Well, in the spotlight right now, good feed by Dana Barros to lead Antoine Walker directly to the hoop and pick up the foul on Van Horn. So the point guard skills, the passing skills of Dana, he's got a lot more confidence now that he can make the right pass.
And it's Antoine looking to complete the three-point play. The Celtics with their first lead here tonight at 16-14. Impressive numbers for Twan on the season. Evans back against the Celtic pressure, gets it to Cassell. He's covered by McCarty. Sam goes into another gear. Evans, who's got a pretty good outside shot.
Spotlight, another pass by Dana Barros.
Once again, Boston in their full court pressure, and they have really turned this game around. Great call earlier there, too, when you talked about the pace of the game, even though New Jersey was up on the scoreboard. Really going back to his career at Boston College. Never a vocal player, led by example, but never really a rah-rah guy. That's a traveling violation on Gatling as he started to make the move. That's just the second turnover on New Jersey. The Celtics have only committed one in a well-played first 7 minutes and 38 seconds of this game.
You know, you don't have to be a vocal guy and a rah-rah guy to be a leader.
Oh, I agree. Here comes Barros around the screen, knocked away by Cage. 10 on the shot clock. Knight on the roll to the hoop, finds Walker for 2.
Nice play by Travis Knight. Now, he's been playing a whale of a game since he first got inserted into the lineup.
The Celtics are just all over New Jersey here in the first quarter, much the same way that they were all over the Knicks in the first quarter the other night. Knight comes up with the steal. Barros got it. John Calipari desperately wants a timeout as Boston has opened up a 10-point lead.
Had a nice swing.
Knight to the basket. Up with each other. Here's Cassell. Sam, the bounce pass. Evans on the baseline. Gatling kicks it. Harris will take it and bury it. 3 for Lucius Harris.
Rick Pitino now is going to get a little infusion of pace with these substitutions.
Antoine kicks it out. Greg Minor buries the jumper. A 2 for Minor. Evans comes up shooting and knocks it down. Great stroke that kid's got. Anderson, Van Horn, nice play. Here's Kittles. Nets have a chance to take the lead back again after Boston had gone up 10 in the first quarter. Van Horn will take it and make it.
Well, they're on the move now. This game probably will be a game of runs.
Down by Evans, flips it back to Kittles. Ahead to Douglas. Sherman the dish. Van Horn the jumper. We're back in a 3-point game. New Jersey now has the lead, and the Celtics would like to welcome Antoine's Crazy Eights at each home game. The local community group has chosen to sit in a block of seats donated by Antoine Walker. Tonight, a group from the Boys and Girls Club of Boston is enjoying the game. Antoine's Crazy Eights, hosted by Sprite, sponsored by Adidas, Sports Service, and the Paul Revere Transportation Company. Douglas to Van Horn. Little jump stop, and he gets 2. Van Horn is now 4 of 6 from the floor. He's got 10 points overall. Minor wouldn't go down. And Antoine's going to get himself to the free throw line.
New Jersey foul number 42, David Vaughn, his first personal foul, second team foul on the Nets.
You know, that second unit of New Jersey Nets has done an outstanding job. And I want to say Brian Evans in particular has played very effectively.
Let's check in quickly here with Willie May. Willie.
Well, Mike, I talked to Antoine Walker a little bit earlier, and, you know, he missed practice the last couple of days. Had to go home, take care of some personal matter there. Say all is good on the home front out in Chicago. No.
5 rebounds for the rookie here in the game. Takes it into the lane. That is a strong move. Nets open up a 4-point lead at 39-35. Antoine hits a 3.
This is turning into a shootout. This is great basketball going on right now.
One of the reasons it is such an entertaining game is that stat there on the left. They don't hold the ball on either side. Antoine banks it home.
Well, Vaughn right now is getting taught the Walker lesson.
Gill back in the game, jumping out on Minor. Antoine on the baseline kicks it back. They find it. Mercer struggling with that jumper here tonight, and that foul might be on Van Horn. If it is going to be his third. So the rookie picks one up in the rebounding action, and that's going to get him a seat on John Calipari's bench. Michael Cade for the first time. McCarty backhand. Mercer, Anderson, Walker stay out there. Gatling comes up with the Anderson turnover. It's the 7th Boston turnover of the night. Gill, who has scored the last 2 hoops, takes it to the basket. He's got the last 3.
Boy, nice move there by Kendall Gill.
Nets with their largest lead at 51-44. They've got Tyus Edney now at the point, gives it up to Minor. Tyus pops back out, gets a little screen from Tabak. Tabak rolls to the basket. Douglas stays with Edney. Edney trying to throw it up with the left hand, picked off by Antoine underneath. He's got time, and he got 2.
Oh, what a nice play by Antoine. He has got all those inside moves.
17-point first half for Antoine Walker. They trap Cassell at half court. Sam comes out of there dribbling and finds Gatling. Antoine leaves it for Knight. He finds an open Minor and knocks down the jumper. Nice double team on Gatling. Gatling skips it to Evans. Evans decides to take it.
Well, Mercer was right there, made a rush, backed up, and really bothered the shot. Almost got a piece of it, but Evans made it anyway.
5 points for Evans off the bench. 7 is the net lead with under a minute to go here in the first half. Mercer knocks that one down. In the backcourt, he gets it ahead to Douglas. Sherman. Evans. 2. Long rebound. Sherman, Douglas. Sherman. Oh, nice look for Cage. Heck of a play by Sherman Douglas as the clock winds down. And New Jersey's going to lead it by 7 at the half. Our score at halftime, 59-52. Stick around.
And we are at the half at the Fleet Center in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Nets lead the Celtics 59-52. Leah Secondo with you. And
Sam, you got to get out there in the stratosphere with Sam.
Sam had 35 points and 11 assists and no turnovers against Charlotte the other night. That is a big-time game. Anderson rips the jump shot.
That was a needed hoop.
Cassell right back, leaves it for Kittles with time, and he buries a 3.
I tell you, Cassell worked everybody down and knew he was going to Kittles.
Antoine calling for the ball down on the block against Van Horn. Now Kenny kicks it. Walter fakes the 3. No, he doesn't. Finds a nice Antoine Walker cut on the baseline.
That little up fake, he's going to take it again, and worried about the man behind him at the last instant. Spots Antoine.
Nice screen by Van Horn outside. Walker jumps out. McCarty comes through. The pass is picked off, though, by Cage. Here comes Cassell. Gets it ahead. Kittles to finish. And the Nets have come out flying here in the third. They go up a dozen. And
I agree with him.
Kittles kind of quietly here has now taken the lead in scoring for the Nets. He's got 13. Travis can't hit outside, but the tip goes in for Antoine.
Cassell's hands, and they've been trying to do that with the double teams, and Sam just will not give it up. And he's not giving up hitting the little jumpers either.
He is not. Bell now will set the offense. Count the baskets, and Van Horn's going to get to the line.
Well, I couldn't see this one. Somebody was in my way, but and Antoine gave him a little nudge underneath, but they called a foul on Ron Mercer.
To Gill, and Gill gets it across. Gill keeps right on going. Gatlin kicks it back out. Cassell, bingo.
Well, a great ball movement by New Jersey that time.
Knight comes out, sets a screen for Barros. Barros goes right to the basket. A little too high off the glass, but tipped home by Walker. 23 three now for Antoine, and once again the Celtics continue to hang around down 10. Walker is 10 for 15 from the field tonight. One double team on Cassell. Knight gets there to slap it away. Walker to the court for it. Gets it to Minor. Boston's got numbers if they push here. Out of the glass. Gets it back. Out to Antoine. Buries a three. Picked off the floor by Minor. Minor pushing it. Leaves it. Antoine. Yes! Another one! He is awful good. Antoine Walker single-handedly bringing the Celtics back.
Take a look at what Antoine does. It's the last three. For an instant, he thought he was going to pull it back, and off it went. But two in a row. And here's the previous three, and that should have been a four. That's how far out that was.
That was deep, wasn't it? Want to go to the dance.
Hear the music. See the band.
Walker continues to talk to Gatlin.
And Sam is laying his little trash talk on Antoine with a smile on his face, and that's getting a smile from Antoine. I would never pay attention to Sam Cassell. I'd look him square in the eye if I were a player and just smile at him like he wasn't there.
The best face in that whole threesome right there was Tom Washington, the official.
Yeah, he was
just taking it in. Watch Tom Washington in the background. Gatling makes his free throws. Gives it back to Barros. 6 on the shot clock. Dana off the dribble. Oh, nice move, but it wouldn't go off the glass. Loose ball. Antoine dives for it. But a 24-second violation.
Well, as the shot clock was winding down, the Nets were prepared to really go out and challenge Barros on the perimeter, and he took it.
7-point net lead, under 2 to play in the third. Antoine, the hook goes. 31 for Walker. Leaves it for Mercer. 8 on the shot clock. Mercer just went down, lost his footing. Cassell, nice pass.
That was great defense by the Nets. Every time two Celtic players crossed over, there was an automatic switch, and the Celtics ended up with no place to go.
Andrew DeClerc's going to come back in next whistle. Kittles nearly came up with another turnover. Tabak kicks it back to Barros. Antoine wants to take Gatling. Leaves it for Dana. Dana. Jersey ball as the ball went over the top of the backboard. Here comes DeClerc in. Antoine Walker also will get a rest around the quarters here. Antoine, a brilliant offensive night.
Yeah, he's done it all. And Travis Snyder's played exceptionally well for Boston, but Sam Cassell, and right off Dana, who's not paying attention. I used to love to do that. Don't turn your back on me.
I never. And it's a 7-point game at the end of 3. Entertaining, to say the least.
Yeah, I'm ready with the bugle, too. This is charge, guys. Charge.
Double on Gatling. He goes anyway and gets the bounce.
Well, it's going their way now. That one was almost underneath the basket, somehow rolled over the front of the rim.
Double figures for Gatling on the night, and that's going to get Antoine Walker quickly back into the game as the Nets go up by 9. Travis, he is one chippy player out here tonight. Kittles, oh, that was a big-time shot.
Hey, Kerry Kittles, I've always liked him. He is a very competitive player, and he's got, as you mentioned earlier, outstanding range, but he can take it to the hoop.
Speaking of range, Dana Barros. Antoine Walker is just having a whale offensive night.
He's rebounded pretty well, too, though. And they set up the angle on Van Horn. And as Antoine gets the bump from underneath, and need a bunny for Easter on that one because he didn't even come close to touching it.
Antoine again. 35 for Antoine, and here comes Boston. 8:15 to go in the game. 92-88 on Fox Sports New England. It's a 4-point game. Time for a Papagino's instant replay.
Yeah, Fox focus on Antoine Walker, a couple of threes. Outside game. A motion. Now the inside game. So there's more than enough spotlight for people in this game as Antoine Walker has been doing it all night long. Beautiful offense by him.
Van Horn in and out. Knight. Rebound Gatling. Gatling and Knight are now going at it, and a double technical is called. I tell you, Gatling was doing all the talking.
Well, Rick Pitino seems to agree.
Gatling has just been yapping the entire night. And Gatling, a little gesture for the fans behind the bench. And people are throwing some stuff now at Gatling. Harris. Tough shot by Harris. No. Rebound. Comes right to Van Horn. Oh, some defense by Boston, but a foul call. It'll be Walter McCarty who got him.
This has become a very physical game underneath the basket. I mean, guys are throwing people like in line play in football.
Six, looking to get the ball to Walker. Cage has got him defensively. They find Antoine. Double team, throws it to Minor. Minor into the paint, back out to Barros. Flip it to Walker. Oh! Ho, ho, ho! Yes! When you're hot, you are hot! Van Horn answers with a three.
I tell you, this is one terrific basketball game.
And Boston is going to take a timeout. 6:42 left to go. 97-91 New Jersey on Fox Sports. All right, Celtics have it. Down 6, 6:41 to go. Walker with 38. Barros to the basket, and Walker has got two more. Van Horn. Oh, Van Horn turns on Knight. Van Horn has to kick it back out.
They never really did get the ball out of his hands successfully on a continuing basis.
Van Horn leaves it. Cassell. Foul. And Cassell continues to make a living at the line here tonight.
Cassell is they've taken 10 free throws. Wow.
He's flirting with taking twice as many as the team.
Yep.
Talking to our good friend Bill Raftery before the game, Tom, and he was
really sustain this and get into the playoffs. He is that type of player.
Old-fashioned NBA game here, Tom. On the scoreboard.
Yep. And fast-paced and entertaining. In a lot of respects, if you're a basketball fan, it was well played, really, by both ball clubs.
Douglas trying to back his way down against Walker, loops it inside. Van Horn cuts to the basket off the feed from Gatling. 24-point night for Van Horn in his first game in Boston. Barros unmolested the other way.
Well, the guy that won the game for the Nets is dribbling the ball up the floor right now. And he was just masterful. And he plays the game with panache.
And Sam just tosses it up in the air. It's coming our way. Oh, let me get it to you. Oh, you always. Every time the ball comes near me,
you know,
tipping it away.
I always want to touch the ball. And there's Sam walking off.
29 for Sam on the night. And the Nets snap the Celtics streak 117 to 104.